And welcome back to AgriTalk today and tomorrow from San Juan, Puerto Rico. And as I mentioned, we are traveling with the Puerto Rico Industrial Development Company. Appreciate their invitation for this trip as we are making our first visit here to Puerto Rico and learning a lot about the island and what it has to offer besides coming and sitting on the beach, which is pretty tempting, and I look forward to some of that later today as well. But it's a great place for ag bio, and there's a lot of that work going on already here, and they would like for more to be done here. We're going to talk first of all with Victor Merced, the Director of Life Sciences for PRIDCO, again the Puerto Rico International Development Company. Victor, thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit about PRIDCO.
Well, PRIDCO is actually the oldest industrial development company in the world. We've been around for 68 years. We were founded back in 42, and basically what we do is promote the industry, promote Puerto Rico as a place to do business. It's the right place to do business. Right now we bolster, right? If you notice, Puerto Rico is best known for the beach and the rum, okay, which is tourism. And a little fact that is not known is that Puerto Rico actually boasts a very big industrial economy. We're a big drugstore. And today also we have all of the big names in agricultural biotech. Our island is only 3,500 square miles, so can you imagine? I can fit like 20 times in the state of Iowa, which is I would say the corn place of the world. And how in the world we do this? Very simple: our climate and our people. Those are the key things. Coupled with a very beneficial tax and grants for these companies to get established in Puerto Rico. Actually, we combine ourselves with the Department of Agriculture, so we don't step on each other's toes, and we set up a benefits package for this industry to come here. We know that we don't have that big extension to produce a lot for export, but we're exporting knowledge, we're exporting people, and also we are doing the research for I would say, the seeds of the future.
We'll be talking a lot about that with Monsanto and others while we're here because, as you said, there is a lot of this going on now, but you're trying to attract even more. How do you market Puerto Rico as a place to come in and do this type of work?
I would say our two key facts are, number one, our people. Puerto Rico graduates 10,000 professionals in a technical field every year. And the companies that are establishing the island, they don't need to go all over the world to hire people, okay, in the agronomy part. They can get those here. And also, the academia is geared towards that. For example, the Catholic University of Puerto Rico has an ag bio program that sits right in the middle of the farms, okay, in Ponce. Most of our farms are in the south part. One of the oldest agronomy schools in the island is Mayagüez. We actually have people going outside. We even have a case of a genetics lab that they imported back a Puerto Rican that was in Boston to head a genetics, ag biogenetics lab in Puerto Rico. So you don't have to go anywhere. Basically, the people is here. Number two is our climate. Just imagine you get one crop per year in the U.S. because of something called winter. Okay, winter means it's very cold. For Puerto Rico, a day at 60 is a very cold day. So farms here, instead of getting one crop per year, they can get more than one because they can do multi-cycles in their farms. So that means that their experiments actually can be accelerated. And another key part is that most of the crops that we're doing on research are not part of our regular diet. So, you know, farms are open fields that people can go in and get their food right from the farm. But corn is not exactly the first part of our meals. So that means that farms are really safe. The industry is really safe here. And they actually respect that. You know, this industry for Puerto Rico has been very, very good. You know, we're talking about more than 1,000 regular employees and more than 3,000 seasonal employees that works in these farms. Because just imagine, just by having this kind of literacy in Puerto Rico working in these farms means that you have a big lab that has no roof. This is a very controlled, and with Puerto Rico having a high pharmaceutical base, they know how to do very organized and scientific stuff, just like pharmaceutical needs. Only on this part it's going to be on the field, like picking up the crops in the right way, like tagging all of the stuff. All of that is done like second nature here.
So a qualified built-in workforce with all the other advantages. Now you're just trying to get that message out to other companies to come out and do business. Victor, thank you very much. We'll talk more with you later. I know you have much more to talk about, right? Much more to say?
Much more to say. Our tax incentives are actually very great because agricultural technologies here, they actually benefit from a no tax on the state. And there's one little detail. In Puerto Rico is not under the IRS code because remember a little thing called the American Revolution that said taxation without representation is tyranny? We have no representation, so that U.S. taxation in Puerto Rico is zero.
Well, that ought to attract some business right there, I would think. All right. More with Victor Merced with Pridco in just a few moments, but right now we'll take a break and come back, and we're going to talk with the Department of Agriculture here in Puerto Rico. That's next. Stay with us on AgriTalk.